the naturalness of sex from a biblical perspective. But because of sexual immorality, each man ought to have his own wife and each woman her own husband. 1 Corinthians 7 verse 2. Sexual desire is natural in people's lives, given by God as an essential part of the human experience. However, as Christian reformers, we believe that sexuality should be exercised within divine principles, which point to holiness, love, and commitment. It is natural, as the scriptures teach, for people to marry when they feel mutual attraction and for sexual relations to be practiced exclusively within marriage. The Apostle Paul even says that it is practically impossible because of sexual immorality, 1 Corinthians 7 verse 2, for a person to live without exercising their sexuality, but this does not justify breaking the principle established by God. Monogamous marriage as a divine standard. The proper place for the exercise of sexuality is a monogamous marriage between one man and one woman. Each husband is to have only one wife, 1 Corinthians 7 verse 2, and each wife one husband. Monogamy is a New Testament norm for all societies, reflecting the sacred union between Christ and His church. Ephesians 5 verse 22 to 33. There are polygamous, one man and several wives, and polyandrous, one woman and several husbands cultures. But historical experience shows that these models lead to emotional instability, conflict, and suffering. Many human beings seek to imitate instinctive behaviors rather than following divine principles. Ellen G. White warns, marriage, a lifelong union, is a symbol of the union between Christ and His church. The marriage bond is sacred, instituted by God Himself. The Adventist Home, page 340. Polygamy may work for animals, but not for humans created in the image of God. The danger of extramarital affairs. Extramarital affairs are at the root of many separations and family traumas. In Brazil, for example, wives have become the biggest victims of AIDS due to marital infidelity, to the point that health authorities recommend that women require the use of condoms if they distrust their spouses. This reveals the devastation caused by the sin of infidelity. It is sad to admit that even Christian husbands and wives can fall into this error. They need to understand that they are sinning not only against their spouse, but against God. The book Messages to Young People warns us. Impurity is ruining thousands and destroying the peace of families and leading many to eternal ruin. The call to sexual holiness. As reformers, we must insist on biblical standards, not just out of tradition, but because they protect the family and honor God. Sexuality should not be repressed, but redirected toward the sacred purpose of marriage. The book Steps to Christ emphasized purity of heart and nobility of character are more precious than gold. Therefore, let us be faithful in our relationships, remembering that our bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit. 1 Corinthians 6, verse 19 to 20. And that one day we will be accountable to God for our choices. May we live in holiness, strengthening our homes and reflecting the love of Christ in all our relationships.